Welcome to the AFR Saints channel, where we provide you daily content on your favorite team, the New Orleans Saints. Do us a favor and hit that subscribe button. Be sure to leave your comments below and smash that like button. Who dat? With apologies to our YouTube audience on the After Further Review YouTube channel, Theriot is back for another Friday, and Mr. The Ride here, go ahead with his pick.
Who are they playing? How are they playing? Who are they playing?
It's so stupid. They're playing the Washington football team.
Okay. Did they win last week, the Saints?
No, they lost to the Giants.
That's right.
You didn't watch?
I did watch. Well, I didn't watch. I just
Very disappointing. They were up 11 with about 8 minutes to go.
And I think I picked the Giants to win.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I
because
did.
it doesn't matter. You're
Because
just
the
trolling
Saints
everybody.
are terrible.
You're just trolling.
And Washington's better than the Giants, aren't they?
Well, they're 2-2. The Giants came in 1-2 on the season.
So I saw the guy Pete.
They're 0-3.
Pete Werner is back.
Yeah.
He actually played okay.
Yeah.
He's not bad. What about the big tight end? I thought he was supposed to be good.
Yeah,
He
he's not playing
stinks.
too well.
Yeah.
Adam Troutman, not playing too well.
No, the other guy, Johnson.
Oh, Juwan Johnson. Well, he had a touchdown catch last week.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, good for him. How did Jameis do?
Pretty good.
Not bad.
At one point, he had 11 straight completions, and then he didn't throw another pass for 14 plays.
Oh, Sean screwed it up.
Kinda.
That's right.
Sean
okay.
screwed it up.
Yeah, he's got to get fired.
He's not going to get fired.
Yeah, he screwed it up. I heard that. I heard some of the guys talking about that. Give me Washington. These guys are bad.
No kidding.
Yeah.
So the Saints, we've spelled this out a lot. My feeling on this team all along was they needed to be at 3-2 going into their bye. So their open date is next week. They're 2-2. Sean Payton last week wanted them to avoid the yo-yo, the up, down, but it didn't work out. I mean, they were right there. If the Kenny Stills touchdown stands and you don't have the holding on Adam Troutman, it's ball game. But that came off the board. Sean let Taysom throw a pass. It got picked, and we all know what happened. Washington with Taylor Heineke doesn't really worry me. Now, I could have said Daniel Jones wouldn't have worried me without his top two receivers, but he threw for 400 yards last week. So I get it. And Washington, with their edge rushers, should be a concern in this ballgame. I was worried last week the same way about the line, the same way I was week 2 when they initially lost Eric McCoy. Now, no McCoy, no Armstead last week, that turnover. Now you've had the week to prepare. You're in a very similar situation now like you were when you were going to New England. Dennis Allen met with the media via conference call, and they did ask him how this defense is bouncing back from the loss to the Giants.
Certainly, there's things that happen, and we all want to look for a place to put blame or whatever. But at the end of the day, we play a team game, and we need all 11 players on every single play to play it to the best of their ability. And quite honestly, we didn't do that this past week, and that's the reason why we were unsuccessful and didn't win the game. And so our job is to come back this week, focus in on what our job is, make sure that we got all 11 on every single play, doing the best that they possibly can, and give ourselves the best chance to win. And that's really where our focus is and really what we're doing.
I love this matchup for New Orleans for a couple of reasons. Primarily, Sean Payton has his team's attention. They're 2-2. They let one get away last week. You better believe they're going to come into this game focused with a great week of preparation. They're also healthier. I know no Armstead, no McCoy, but aside from that, this is a team that has gotten healthier, as healthy as they've been up to this point. And coming up after the open date, you're going to get Mike Thomas back and Will Lutz back, and you're going to be even closer to whole. They know what's on the line, so I expect you're going to see a great game plan, a great effort, a bounce-back effort from New Orleans. That's not always good enough to win. The other thing that I do like about this is Sean Payton against Ron Rivera. And in the NFL, matchups matter, and a lot of times familiarity matters. One of the things we talked about a week ago was the Saints and the Giants rarely play. It's and Sean Payton talked about that, when you have a lack of familiarity oftentimes with the talent or the coaches and scheme because you just don't play them every year. Now, Ron Rivera, the Saints don't play the Washington football team every year, but Sean Payton went head-to-head with Ron Rivera twice a year, all the time he was in Carolina. So he's very familiar with Rivera, what he wants to do defensively. And so for Sean Payton scheming offensively against this defense, I think he's got an edge understanding what he has to do, having schemed against a Ron Rivera defense for as long as he has. I mostly just look at this and I realize Washington with Taylor Heineke is not a great offensive football team. Defensively, Washington, that should be their strength. They are allowing 425 yards per game and 307 per game through the air. This is the game where Sean Payton will take the reins off of Jameis Winston, where he's going to let him throw it more than 30 times because I think he realizes he has to. And this is going to be the game where they do it. I'm going to call a shot. Jameis will throw 30 times. He will throw for over 300 yards in this ball game, and the Saints will beat Washington on Sunday in D.C. They will go to 3-2 going into the bye, and then we will really get to see what this team is going to be like, because you're going to get Mike Thomas back and Lutz back, and then a week later you get Onyemata back, and you're going to, at that point, you should have McCoy and Armstead back and Quan back. Like, you're going Tre'Quan Smith, like, you're going to look like the team this was supposed to be week 1. You're going to see it week 6 and week 7. And that's just in time to see if they can make a stretch run after going 3-2 going into the bye. Set it all on. They needed to be at 3-2. It's not exactly how I would have mapped them to get there, but I think they get this win, get to 3-2 going into the open date, and then we get to see what's really going to be fun, which is what they look like coming down the stretch. I should be 4-0 on my Saints picks this year.
They shouldn't have lost last week.
They shouldn't have. That's what I'm saying. I should be 4-0 on my Saints picks. But they blew an 11-point lead in the fourth quarter.
Giants stink, too.
You stink. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please leave your comments. I love to interact. And be sure to hit the red subscribe button below.